Well, let's see, I go by Mosquito or Skeeter or Skeet, depending on who's calling me what, and that's a tag name or a graffiti name that I came up with years ago. Started spray painting here in Texas. But before that, I was Sad Dave, which stood for Skate Art by Dave, because I was a skater and I did skate art. And everybody just called me Sad, because I was basically always upset and mad, throwing my board and doing stuff like that whenever I didn't make a trick. Bad temper, I still have it, but my real name's Dave. Yeah, same, all of it happened pretty much at the same time. I was originally from New York, moved here when I was 17, actually got shipped off to Texas, which is great actually now looking back on it. Got here and left home at 18, came into Dallas, didn't really have a home at the time, just a bunch of people to hang out with. There was this huge scene going on musically, lots of good punk rock, rock and roll bands, and skateboarding was happening, everything was going, clubs, drugs, this, that, the other thing, you know, it was wide open. Dallas was a pretty hopping place. Started skateboarding, started doing my art. Finished high school over the course of a few years, living with families that just took me in so I could finish high school. And just started drawing, met the right people in skateboarding circles and music circles, started doing artwork for them. One thing leads to another, and they all kind of tie together. And eventually I decided I was going to take up spray can art again. Thinking about doing that. A buddy of mine in the 90s said, hey, you paint, right? Well, so do I. You want to go do some stuff? There we go. So we started painting murals, and that was just another aspect of doing art. I used to do poster designs for silkscreen, skateboard graphics for boards, t-shirt designs, logos for bands, flyers for bands, you name it. Before I even finished high school, I had a book this big of just original ink drawings that I'd done, let alone things other people had turned into stuff and used commercially or otherwise, or non-commercially. And that was a pretty good starting point. Worked for Jeff Newton. That was my first job in Dallas. Was hanging out at Bachman Lake, doodling while I wasn't skating. And Newton's girlfriend at the time saw me drawing and showed him. He looked at it and said, well, why don't you come work for me? And at the time, Pusshead was doing all the Zorlac graphics. And Zorlac's a very unique Texas skateboarding company and very, very identifiable graphics. And I got to try my hand at doing some stuff, but I went in and helped screen, do boards, make t-shirts, whatever. Dana did that as well, and then Conspiracy was something Dana and Lindsay Kuhn, who did all of Kozik's printing, Frank Kozik and numerous other people, poster artists, and Jeff did some poster printing too, so I'm right at home. If I needed anybody to print my artwork, I was now working for the people that did that, hanging out with them. Plus, let's see, I work for a skateboard company. Do I need to pay for skateboarding gear? Awesome, you know. Go ride vert, go do a little bit of work. Whenever I needed money, Newton would put me to work, and I learned some skills, some craft skills, let's say. This guy I know who's in this band, IOU, his name's Matt Dick, great guitar player, and I was just kind of getting to know him. I'd been seeing him around a while, but we weren't friends yet. He sits down and goes, so Dave, what are you doing right now musically? Well, funny you should ask. 5 minutes ago I quit the band I was in, not really thinking about doing another one. He goes, well, I'm starting up a little project. I just come over and jam with us sometime. If it works, great. If not, oh well. Let's come over and dick around on the drums. And after a day of talking to me, he talked me into the greatest choice I ever made. So he gets Rob Chop Shop, world famous rockabilly barber, on vocals. A guy named Eddie Ruiz, who's at the time bartending and doing magic tricks behind the bar so, and it's an artist as well, great artist. And he talks me into playing drums, and then him on guitar, and we started a band called Plunger. And just goofy rock, punk rock crap that we threw together. And that was the early formation that would later lead to many other players and rotations, and then the Fed-Ups. And it was the greatest, however, 10, 15 something years that I've spent playing.
become unmanageable. I came to believe that a power.
So these antics led on. We got Down the Road, Plunger kind of went its way, and then that turned into the Fed-Ups. So different songs, we took stuff from Plunger, kept evolving that, kept writing new stuff, got newer members in from other bands, got a second guitar player, and it just basically, once we got Dana Buck on vocals, that was it. It just rolled from there. You know, Rob was a killer singer actually, and he started the ball rolling, but Dana came along. Dana's the most animated person you'll ever see. He's a real life cartoon character. So once we got him singing, it was all over. You know, everything just went boom. And that was awesome. I can't really put it into words. I could ramble on about it forever, but let's just say it was fun. I think we did pretty damn good. Cool. At least everybody else thought so.